I'm very privileged to say that I have stood on top of Sydney Opera House and seen that magnificent view up there.
The first view you get when you come out is of the harbour bridge, the harbour, and back down onto the Opera House. It's spectacular.
The Scottish 10 project is an initiative from the Scottish Government to digitally preserve Scotland's 5 World Heritage Sites and 5 International Heritage Sites. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to capture the Sydney Opera House and preserve it digitally.
We want to be able to take a snapshot, three-dimensional snapshot in time that is dimensionally accurate and put it away, store it. And the reason for that is that if anything happens to the Opera House, we have the data as it is today. And we can go back to that data and we can explain the difference between now and what has potentially happened.
UNESCO has recognised this site as an icon of modernism and a masterpiece of architecture, and we are very much of that belief as well, that this is a fantastic building, and we're very fortunate to have included this in the Scottish 10 project.
There was something like 80,000 microfiche or microfilms left of the building as constructed at the end of the work in 1973. The issue we've got with those is we're not sure they're truly as constructed drawings and accurate drawings.
The model will be extremely accurate. The model will be the most accurate record of the Sydney Opera House that's ever been produced.
This building has been a huge challenge to us. It's the curves of the shells and the way that certain areas aren't visible from other parts of the site. And we've had to develop specially custom-made rigs to suspend our scanners off of the roofs of the shells so that we can make sure we collect 100% of the data from around the site.
This scanner fires out a laser beam and does this up to 50,000 times a second. So you get 50,000 points a second. The scanner calculates the time that it takes the light to hit off a surface and come back. It's then able to work out the distance. Each point then has an XYZ coordinate. If you get 50,000 of these per second, very quickly it builds up a very accurate 3D picture of whatever you're scanning.
The individual scans then get brought into the special software that we use, and I tie the individual pieces together. So, in a day we might, between the multiple scanners, we might do 100 scans or 50 scans. And I bring those in and keep building upon the model as we do the data capture. If I look at an individual scan, I can actually come right in and start to see the individual tiles of the roof. So that's the kind of level of detail that we're actually capturing.
What we hope to do with the data, with the finalized 3D model, is to be able to take people up there virtually so that the average person could go up there and see the view that I saw, see the view of the harbour bridge. That's really important.
We can turn and look from different angles. We can do sections and cut-throughs. We can do animated walkthroughs of the different spaces.
The Scottish 10 project was set up by our minister in Scotland, who met the man who invented the laser scanner, Ben Cassira.
Ben Cassira is the founder of SCIARC. Ben and Barbara actually are the founders of SCIARC. One day he was sitting watching television and he saw the destruction of the Banbudas in Afghanistan. And that changed Ben and Barbara's life. They saw the loss that the world had in the destruction of that monument, and he decided to put effort into creating a foundation that would go around the world documenting heritage sites, to document them and put the dimensional information onto a global arc.
Ben had this vision of capturing 500 World Heritage Sites in 5 years because of all the losses, natural disasters and all sorts of things going on around the world, and we're losing this cultural heritage. So we offered to Ben that we would give him the 5 World Heritage Sites in Scotland. For every one in Scotland, we will do an international site. So thus we arrived at the Scottish 10.
For me personally, this is a fantastic opportunity to get so close to such an amazing and world famous icon.
being here was very, very unique. And it's a rare opportunity.
For me, it's one of the most iconic buildings of the 20th century.